Well, good evening, everybody, and thank you so much for joining us this evening for Team Eagle's Monday evening Zoom chat. We're really excited to see you all this evening. We have a number of people on tonight, both those of you who were with us this past weekend in Indianapolis at the Juice Plus conference, and also a number of you who weren't there because you, of course, are just wanting to know exactly what we learned, what happened, what you want to hear all about the wonderful time. We're going to make you all so jealous. We're going to make you wish that you had been there so that there's no doubt that you will be joining us in Phoenix in April. So, as most of you know, we are Mick and Jenny Daly. We are National Marketing Directors in your support line. We live in the beautiful mountains of Colorado, where, yes, winter is just around the corner here. But we love living here. We love our life. We love what we do with Juice Plus, and we love all our Juice Plus friends from all around the country. And I think this evening we have people here from the West Coast all the way across to the East Coast. So, welcome. Mick, I'm going to let you kick this off, I think probably with a mention of the last contest.
I certainly am. And let me do it.
There we go.
This way. So Becky, you're on. Nicole, you're on. Melinda and Brianna, you are on. And you were 4 of the 6, not 5, but 6, who won $100 in the contest random drawing. Jenny, do you want to explain why it became 6 as opposed to the 5 that we had?
Yes, absolutely. We were just feeling a little overly generous, maybe. No, as you know, the 5 winners were put into a random drawing because at some point in the last 6 months, they finished in the top 10 of our contest. So they each got a number of entries into the drawing. But we also wanted to recognize those of you who maybe didn't finish in the top 10 of the contest, maybe you didn't participate, but you did make the commitment to being at conference. So once we had awarded these 5 $100 bills, we put everybody else's name into the random drawing, those of you who were at conference but not in the top, those 5 winners. And we had another random drawing for a $100 bill, and that was won by Rob Kerr. So, hence the $600 that we gave away.
I'm so glad another bloke.
That's a precedent now, haven't we, Mick? We're going to have to do it again next time.
Yes, we are. I've already promoted it as such up here. So let me just quickly show you that this is the current leaderboard. And Janet Taylor, who I had hoped would be on tonight, she is leading by a mile. Doesn't mean to say that she is guaranteed to win because there are plenty more opportunities. But let me give kudos to Janet, Nicole, and Darlene, Linda, and Laura, Dr. Amy, Alice, Melinda, and Lisa for being in the leaderboard.
And Mick, for those people who aren't familiar with the contest, can you tell them where they will find the information?
You betcha. teamjp.net/road to Phoenix. Okay, there's a lot of noise coming from somebody. Not sure who it is. I will mute all just for a moment. Okay, and I'll unmute if I can find Jenny. Unmute Jenny. Okay, everyone else is muted. Yes, so I post the results with a link to the teamjp.net website page, which you're looking at right here, in our Facebook group pretty much every week. So just follow the link and it'll take you there. You don't need to memorize anything. Okay, let me stop screen share and come back to all of this. Okay, so here's what I want to do. I want to go through from session to session of the Indy conference and ask for volunteers from those of you who were there to unmute yourselves and give us a highlight or a takeaway or anything you want from that session. And let's start with Thursday's breakout sessions, and there were a number of them. While you're thinking about it, and while someone volunteers, we had breakout trainings on success with the Tower Garden. That actually began on Wednesday. This was pretty special. Tim Blank, the originator, the inventor, the man behind the Tower Garden. He did 2 workshops on Wednesday. He did 1 more workshop on Wednesday and then 2 more on Friday. The fellow was busy, but I've never seen him so joyful. He was fantastic, having a ball, loving every moment of it. So does anyone want to talk about the Tower Garden breakouts and the wonderful news about the Tower Gardens? Sandy guessed.
Oh, well.
Good girl.
Yeah, he gave a lot of information, but I think the real significant thing was the new LED lights. I don't have space in my house for an indoor, but somehow I want those lights just because they're really cool. If you haven't seen them yet, you've got to go to look at all the Facebook stuff. But they are LED. They're movable. I mean, it looks like they're from Star Trek or something. So
allow me to bring this up just quickly. Yeah. While you're talking, just keep talking, Sandy.
Yeah, and then the new the extension for microgreens.
So can you see that?
Yes.
Okay, good.
The microgreen extension kit, where you can actually grow your own seedlings. I can't remember I don't remember the count on those, but there's a bunch.
There's a bunch.
Yeah. There's a lot of slots for the microgreens, and you don't need the net pots for that.
Mm-hmm. There you go. There's a close up.
That's a close up of them. Yeah, and I don't know if anybody else can add something. I mean, that was the really cool thing. Oh, there's what did they say? Over 7,000 schools in the United States that now have tower gardens in them. So
yep.
That program has really expanded.
Yeah. So that's Tim Blank himself.
Yes.
And there are the new grow lights, which don't require the tomato cage, and there are just 6 pieces to them, and the timer is right on the top. And
that's really neat. The timer's all at the top. There's a conduit that attaches to the side of the tower, and so you don't have cords all over the place. It's just down one side on the back side of the tower.
Yep.
And he was just almost giddy with everything that he was talking about. And of course now the commercial side is owned by the Juice Plus company. So we are in the commercial business too. So in the commercial tower business. I think there's some new tower farms that have gone in, that are going in.
And then this is one more thing, that you can find all these images, all these slides in the album that I posted a link to in our team Facebook group. And you can't see the numbers too well. You can probably blow it up. But Tim showed us this, which is basically 6 months for the tower to pay for itself. Not in every market, but he was confident that a lot of people will see this kind of payback, which is pretty amazing. Okay.
Yeah, I saw somewhere it's like 15 cents a plant when when you've got it all put together and paid for and everything. So so like a whole head of romaine lettuce would cost you 15 cents rather than, I don't know what organic romaine goes for right now, but yeah, lots of exciting things on the Tower Garden side.
Okay, thanks, Sandy. So, who's next? Some of those other breakout sessions. Anyone want to talk about any of them?
Hey, Mick, can you hear my mom, Melinda?
I can hear you.
I just wanted to go back on that Tower Garden. As you mentioned, it was presented 3 times at conference, and I think that was a lot of emphasis on the future and the tower farms, and they called it the eye candy. Really bring a lot of business back to the Juice Plus. So I thought that was a big takeaway for me.
That's awesome. Yeah. Anyone want to talk about the breakout training on 3-way connection calls?
I can. I missed the first half of it, unfortunately. But what I heard was about customer care three-way calls. And so, calling your customer along with your sponsor to thank them for being Juice Plus customers and whatnot. And then they were talking about how, so the girl who was the rep who had the customer, she had her sponsor on, and her sponsor started asking her customer, so tell me a little bit about what Juice Plus is doing for you. And then through the course of that conversation, they ended up getting a new rep out of that. But just, I think the emphasis on thanking our customers and getting to know them a little bit better, because they told her sponsor stuff that they didn't share with her. So like, as she had been doing customer care and asking questions, they opened up even more to the sponsor. And so that I thought was really cool. So I can't really speak to the team outside of like what I've been learning in Brave Leaders, but yeah, so that's what I got from that one since I was late.
I know at lunch, Melinda and Brianna, you were talking about the importance of having scheduled time slots that you feel accountable to use for your upline. Is that a fair description of it?
Yeah, this is Brianna. My mom had talked, someone on her Brave Leader had pushed this, but they also talked a little bit about don't just use it for teams or customers you already have. Use it for prospects you're trying to get, whether they're a customer or a rep. And so they were saying that like your sponsor in the company was getting you 1 or 2 times a week. You had to find someone to do a three-way call with instead of you just calling your sponsor when you had someone. So it kind of put that have to fill it to find someone to do it with, and it put more of a push on growing it a little quicker.
Mm-hmm. Way cool. Okay, moving on. The professional support program has been rebranded, is now called the Wellness Plus program. It's very much the same thing, but corporate committed that they will be enhancing the tools and materials to support the professional support program, which I know we have Barb, whose husband is a chiropractor, and we have Anna, who's a chiropractor, on with Roque, her support. And I know the professional support program is something that can be very beneficial for you healthcare professionals. Rather than spending time on that, did anyone attend the Shred 10 breakout session, and was there anything new coming out of that?
That was actually my favorite one, the Shred 10 one. It's something that I haven't used a whole lot, and I loved that one of them said Shred 10 is love. It's love for yourself and love for those that you love. And the materials, they had printed materials there. They had, mine's still shipping, so I don't have it to show you, but they had the Shred guide, the system guide, the cookbook, and the flip book all printed that you could get in a package deal for like $23. So super reasonable. And I actually went and I had copies made of the page in there. It's like a planning tool in the system guide. And so from that training, I was like, all right, I want to get into doing this and sharing it with people. And so my plan is to like use this to plan out my months for the Shred and like getting more involved with that. So that's
so Nicole, was the point that even though all those guides are available online, there's something powerful about putting it in the person's hand?
Yeah. So I bought some of the guides to like give away. you know, for when people do the shred. And I mean, it was really reasonably priced. I don't know how much shipping is going to be because I couldn't buy, I mean, I didn't know how many I would need. So I would imagine I'd have to order some each month if I have new people starting each month, you know, because if they order a Shred 10 package, I mean, they're spending a good amount of money, and the PVC or the RSP on that is a good amount. I mean, I think it's $107 or something like that for a dealer. So, I mean, it's even more for those of us at the 22%. So, you know, spending that little bit to give them a physical book that they can look through, and, you know, it has meal ideas. It's not the same as the recipe book, but it's still a great start and helps them have that tool. It really does, like, having it in print, I feel like really does help, you know, I don't know. I can't think of the word.
And yeah, so in addition to that, the part of the Shred 10 breakout session I saw, there was a lady there who only 4 months ago was a very stuck sales coordinator, and in 4 months, because she embraced the Shred 10 as a business building tool, she got to senior sales coordinator with a huge increase in her volume, right?
Right. Yep, she did. It was remarkable. It really, like, what I got from that was that, you know, we do need to embrace it. It's not going away. It's not just a fad. And not that I thought it was by any means, but I am stuck in my way. I've grown my business with Juice Plus. I don't consider myself stuck yet, but just thinking of the potential. I mean, she showed like a qualified business comparison with Juice Plus Trio orders versus Shred 10 orders, and the income was so different. Like, the income on Shred 10 orders was vastly different, was a lot more. And so, you know, I think that it's important to be diversified. I think it's important to, you know, use the tools that we're given. And I really want, my goal is to really help my team to embrace this and kind of lead the way by embracing it myself.
Well done. Yeah, lead by example. You know, the fact is, the Shred 10 program will jumpstart a person's health, and the Shred 10 program will jumpstart a person's business. It really is as simple as that. Okay, we're going to time out very quickly. So moving on. Thursday night was very powerful. Dr. Du Bois and others did a wonderful job on the Juice Plus Omega. And honestly, my belief system in the Omega was strong before this conference, but I've come away and it's much, much stronger now. And I'll just say, for what it's worth, I had conversations with a good half dozen people who told me some amazing stories of the health benefits that they've received from the Juice Plus Omega blend. And I think we'll hear more and more of those stories as time goes on. Okay, let's jump ahead to Friday. And I'll just open it up. Who would like to share something that they got out of Friday? Starting with Friday morning, first thing, 7 a.m. Anyone? Anyone wasn't spoken already?
Oh my gosh. Well, I don't want to steal anyone else's thunder, but I tell you, that was, in my opinion, the very best prayer breakfast I have ever been to, and we haven't missed one in 20-something years. The music from Aaron Keys, the worship music was awesome. We love Aaron. He's played many times before. He's actually been to stay with us here with his family. And then Ron Blue, of course, we all know and love Ron Blue, who gave an excellent presentation. Vic, do you want me to talk very briefly about the Dollar Fund?
Yeah, please do.
Okay, probably the highlight for this then is what Kurt, together with Ron Blue, have launched. A very quick overview. About 8 years ago, Kurt found himself somewhat overwhelmed with requests to support a number of excellent charities. And clearly, you know, we all know that we can't support them all. How do you pick and choose? You know, how much do you give? And in a quiet moment of reflection, he came up with the idea that if he could reach, through networking, reach 1 million people, each to give $1 a month, then there is $1 million every month to donate to a charity, one of the main charities.
And here's the website.
Absolutely incredible. I mean, it's a wonderful concept. It's taken them 8 years to get this this up and running. It is now live and launched. Mick and I have both already joined it with our commitment. I've already approached a number of our customers as well. You know, I'm pretty good at customer follow-up, customer care, and in my emails now alerting customers to their next box, I am including reference to this, inviting them to become 1 in a million. And in fact, what I'm going to do is to put an example of my email at our Team Eagles Facebook page in case anybody else would like to use the same or similar verbiage. But it's a really exciting program because I don't know anyone who can't afford $1 a month. You multiply that by 1 million and it's going to be life-changing. So I'm just so thrilled to be associated with a company with other Juice Plus reps, friends across the country who have such a big heart. You know, our mission statement has been inspiring healthy living around the world, and now it is also very much inspiring healthy giving around the world.
I don't want to put you on the spot. I don't want to put you on the spot, Becky Wright, but I will put you on the spot, Becky Wright. Thank you for videoing Kurt's presentation and the video that we saw. Would you just tell us your impression of anything or everything?
Oh, goodness. Well, I'll try to get my brain in here because I'm sleepy, but you caught me falling asleep. No, I absolutely love the prayer breakfast thing and just the emotion that Kurt, you know, obviously his heart is totally in there. So I was tearing up too, but just, I don't know, just the fact of getting that all together and making that happen, I'm super excited. So yeah, I don't know what else to say about that other than I'm ready to be part of that for sure.
Mm-hmm. I can.
And then
go ahead. Give us one more takeaway, one more impression.
Okay. So I'm not sure when this was, but the one thing that excited me was big decisions happen at big events. And so that definitely happened with me on the first conference that I went to. And that just really sums it up, I think, as to why I want my team to be there, so they can see the big picture. And so I've come back with a renewed whatever to get some of my team there at the next conference.
Mm-hmm.
So. Well
said. Let me add one more thing to this little conversation about dollarfund.org. Every dollar that any of us, or all of us, donate, every single dollar will go towards the money that will go each month to a different, initially big organization like Samaritan's Purse, like Salvation Army, like United Way, like big name charities. $1 million each month to a different charity. But the cost of running this program is already $30,000 a month. And that $30,000 a month will not come out of any of those $1 a month donations. Now, that's not going to be public information, but I think it's only fair that we all know and understand that $30,000 a month will be covered by other very generous people. And it could be covered by any of us who choose to donate more than that $1 a month. But it's really important to know that this 501c3 charity will be true to its word, that every one of those $1 a month donations from you and me and the 999,990 others who will donate $1 a month. Every single dollar will go to one of those charities. Nicole.
So I would love information on how to give more, because I tried to increase mine from $1 and I couldn't figure out how. So I don't really want to do like multiple entries, but I would like to give more. So if you have that information, I would love it.
Yep. So go to dollarfund.org/givemore, and you can donate $1 a week or $1 a day. And the extra, that extra donation will go towards covering that $30,000 a month. Thank you, Nicole. Okay, let's just go around the room now. So Brianna has spoken, Sandy has spoken, Denise and Darlene, I'd like to hear from you two. Just give us your takeaway, your highlight, anything that the rest of us can benefit from. Sisters.
Darlene is muted.
Well, they're both muted. Can you hear me? Denise, Darlene.
Can't see Denise.
Okay. I think, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't say anything, but it really, I really like the Thursday thing that we went to, the medical conference, is what was really a highlight for me. And I know not everybody went to that, but I went because of the CEU credits, and I wanted to learn more about, all the nutrition and that. And I heard some amazing stuff. The first talk was on soy and how there is good benefits, all the good benefits to it. And the next Dr. Eiselberg, or whatever he is, name, that was the highlight for me. I just really enjoyed that conference.
Good. I'm glad you went. And of course, it was open to healthcare professionals like you and Denise and Sandy. Denise.
I think the one thing that I really liked is the resources that we have. They really went over the Healthy Living Revolution website, and there's just a lot of new programs going on, but there's so much on that website that, I even took a look at it today, and there's like a new children's program for them to get involved with exercising.
It's called Start Strong. Mm-hmm.
Right. And then there's a very extensive description on the Shred 10 tab. And I also wanted to say that, Nicole, I'm kind of the same way, is that I haven't been utilizing the program, and I did read it on the airplane ride back, and it's just, that guide is just written out so well. It's giving you verbiage for days 1, 2, 3, 4, almost every day. It's given verbiage for you to text your customers that are in it. So, but there's just a wealth of information on the Healthy Living Revolution website. So go there and take a look around.
Yeah, absolutely. I couldn't agree more. And I'm showing you this, Expanding Your Options. It's a new booklet, which is a really gentle, warm, but inspiring introduction to our mission and to the business, which is also available at healthylivingrevolution.com in a digital form, and will soon be orderable from Juice Plus Promotions. Really, really good stuff.
Mick, I did have a question. They briefly talked about the new wellness program for professionals, and they did show a brief photo of a digital brochure. Do you have any idea where that is located, or did I miss it, or did they just not say at this point?
Was it the, let me go back there again.
Because I saw it up on the screen, but I didn't write down where you could find it, and I have a couple doctors.
Was it the research brochure, the research overview?
No, the wellness.
No.
It was wellness.
Wellness Plus.
For Wellness Plus. No, but
I know where it is. It's on your virtual office. Under yeah, it was either, I can't remember if it's resources or quick links, but one of the two, whichever one has forms and resources.
Well, I went there, but it's got all the old stuff. I didn't see any. Did you see the new one?
I went there and I saw the new stuff.
Oh, you did? Okay, well, then I'm in the wrong place.
So in resources, you think?
Yeah, forms and resources. And then if you scroll down, it says Wellness Plus. Right there, Wellness Plus materials.
Oh, yeah. Whoa.
And it has the getting started. It had the overview, the presentation.
The up on the right.
So it's all in here.
Yeah.
Okay. I looked at it and it didn't look new, but that's okay. I'll go back and make sure.
Very cool. As usual, Nicole is on top of things. Well done. Okay. Thanks for that. Anyone else? So
the one other thing, yes, is the new clinical research summary. We can't.
Okay, I was going to say that. So yeah.
Clinical research summary. That's right. And a new version of the personalized. I'll go back and share screen again. The personalized research summary. Let me go back here. It's in here. Boom, boom. Right there. That's not there yet, I don't think, but it will be very soon. Fully updated.
Hey, Nick.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, I do like that they have a promise of the new virtual office. I think they said that it would be 3 to 5 years or something, or 3 years. I can't remember exactly the timeline, but just to kind of make it easier on people to find everything.
I couldn't quite hear what you're saying there. Could anyone else hear?
A new virtual office.
Yes.
Oh. Okay, so we know we're working on a new virtual office. Did they say from the stage anything about when that was coming?
I think they said around 3 years or something, but maybe I heard that wrong.
Okay, well, what we heard at the NMD meeting is that they're investing $35 million over the next several years in completely overhauling the technology platform for everything, for all the websites, for the databases, for everything. And that's a massive undertaking. And the new COO, Paul Hopkins, described it this way. He said it's like completely overhauling your car while you are driving from coast to coast. Which is exactly right. So, yeah, I'd hope we'd see a new virtual office much sooner, but it might be another year or two. But when it comes, it's going to be awesome.
Let me give you a very quick update on the Children's Health Study. One great announcement is that the survey is going to be mobile friendly, make it easier for our customers to report back. As you know, until now there's been a 30-day window if you have a customer who orders Juice Plus, then within 30 days they can enroll in the Children's Health Study. Now that window has now gone. I first of all thought that meant that they have to enroll immediately, but it's quite the opposite. Any existing customer can now enroll in the Children's Health Study, so that's absolutely awesome. The representative contribution has gone up from $35 a year to $45. Now, of that, the seller, if you like, until now has paid $10 for the year, and then the rest is divided amongst all the people who get paid on the order. That has gone up from $10 to $12. However, the rep will not have the $12 deducted up front as in the past. They will have $1 per month deducted. Here we have it again, $1 a month, right? $1 a month will be taken out of your check. However, if the customer cancels before the year is up, you will no longer be charged that $1 a month. So let's say they don't take more than the first box, you've only paid $4 towards that $12. So I think the company is really trying very, very hard to be fair to all us reps. Great improvements.
Good.
Couple of other quick things. Vineyard Choose sample packs will be available by Thanksgiving. And early next year, they will start shipping the Veggie Cap Juice Plus, Orchard, Garden, and Vineyard. So within a couple of months of 2018, we will all of us and our customers be getting the Veggie Cap capsules rather than the current gelatin. So all of our vegan friends and family will be so happy. And one last quick thing is that the much anticipated wisdom tooth extraction study done at University of Birmingham in England has been published. This is very hard to read, but fortunately, the wonderful, what's her name? Karen Jones gave us a layperson's translation of the findings. The key findings being, you will feel better and won't want to die after having your wisdom teeth extracted. You can open your mouth more to complain louder and get more sympathy. And last but by no means least, you hurt less, so you have more painkillers left over. Okay. Any last thoughts from anyone?
Yeah, I was going to say, in the interest of time, let me kind of sum this up. Has anybody got anything pressing they want to add?
This is Sandy.
Sandy?
This is Sandy. Yes, I just wanted to add, if anybody wanted to see Dr. Esselstyn's presentation from the Thursday medical conference, it's on YouTube. It's pretty much word for word. I think he just had one thing that he added to it, but you can just Google or YouTube.
Could you post that in our Facebook group, Sandy?
Sure, I'll find it.
Thank you.
Great. Anybody else?
Yeah, did she say that Veggie Caps are shipping when?
Starting early next year, January.
They said the faster we sell out of the regular ones, the sooner they'll come. So sell more Juice Plus and then they'll come faster.
There you go.
So honestly, I think everybody who was there would agree with me that this was one of the very best, if not the best conference we have ever been to. Mm-hmm. It seems to me that the company is constantly raising the bar. And that applies to things like, for example, the location. You know, everything, it was in a small enough area. Everything was close enough to make it very easy to navigate. You know, unlike when we were at the Gaylord in Florida a few years ago, where we seemed to walk miles and constantly getting lost.
Oh, we walked miles.
You did this time.
Depend on where you were, where you
okay.
stayed.
But it was a fabulous location. Their attention to detail, the family viewing area, I thought was well done. Having the big screen in the hallway so you didn't miss anything. Even the small Juice Plus icons everywhere. They really did an excellent job. All the sessions finished on time as well, which made life a whole lot easier too. And there was a great mixture. I think we all had a lot of fun. We learned a lot, renewed some friendships across the country. It was great to see you all as well. So, having said that, these Zoom chats are going to...
Can I interrupt you one more thing?
Yes, you may.
The closing of this conference was extraordinary. It's hard to describe. We had a series of people come up on stage giving the most powerful storytelling, true stories. And I hope and pray, those of you who were there, join me in praying that the company will make this available as a video, because it was so powerful. Anyone else give me a thumbs up on that? Wasn't it fantastic?
Yes, it was all done on a darkened stage with a backdrop of constantly moving stars, a shower of stars, and then it focused these particular stars giving their stories. It was very, very moving. Extremely well. Terry Longer did a great job of closing out the conference. So, starting next week, these Zoom chats are going to take on a slightly different format. We will be doing them every Monday evening at 7 o'clock Central. That is it's 6 o'clock at the moment in Arizona, although it will be 7 o'clock
Mountain. 7 o'clock Mountain.
What did I say?
Central.
Sorry, 7 o'clock Mountain time.
8
6 o'clock in Arizona at the moment, but after November the 5th, when the clocks change, Phoenix, people, Tucson, it will be 7 o'clock for you, but we'll let you know. We'll remind you. 8 o'clock, obviously, Central Time, 9 o'clock East Coast. Sorry it's so late, you gals over there.
Okay.
And this will lead up then for the next 8 weeks between now and Christmas, but then leading on right through to the conference next April. And so to learn more about the changes that we're going to make here, just keep checking back our Team Eagles Facebook page, because that's where we're going to announce it in the next day or two once we've got all our ducks in a row.
Give you one clue. This will not be all about us.
No,
this
not
will
at
be
all.
all about you.
That's right. And that'll take us up to the next conference, which is in Phoenix at the end of April. It's later this year, April the 26th to the 28th. Put it on your calendars right now so that you look forward to being there. All right? I think that's it from me. By the way, there will be several wrap-up sessions available, either locally for you, certainly in Phoenix, also in Dallas. But Kurt Beavers, our sponsor, he also will be posting details of a more detailed wrap-up also in the next week or so. So plenty of opportunities to learn more about what went on, what you missed. Okay, thank you so much for joining us this evening. Sorry it went a little bit longer, but it really was special this time. We look forward to talking with you, seeing you again next Monday. Same time, same place. Good night.
Good night.
God bless everybody.
Right.
Bye.
Good night.